everyone to our very first episode of Showbiz India Chat, as we're going to talk about current events. And with me, I have my team. And there's Shaylee. Hi, Shay, who you see doing our entertainment news. Also, there's the very lovely Ayushi Chabra, who's our correspondent. And everyone's favorite, Tasneem Rahim, who does our weekly movie reviews.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
You know, suddenly I feel like we look a little like the Brady Bunch. Don't you think so?
Jay does with his background.
You're that young that you don't know what Brady Bunch is?
Who, me? No, I was saying, I'm like, who's Alice?
Who's Alice? Yes, that's true. That's something to talk about in the end. So we're going to talk about current events. And one of the things that is really, really trending in today's Bollywood and especially all over the world with Sushant Singh Rajput fans is the debate of nepotism. It's been over 2 months since Sushant Singh Rajput passed away, and his death has triggered an unusual debate of nepotism. So let me start with you, Tasneem. What do you think? What are your thoughts about this?
It's a little troubling given how loudly the fans have spoken up about it and how big it's gotten. There's a lot of trolling happening with the celebrities, with fans, or rather from the fans, and it's a little scary, but it kind of shows the reality that maybe nepotism is a lot more problemsome and a lot more bigger than we even realized. And I don't know how much it plays into his death, and I think that's sort of like developing still, his death and the cause of it. Because now it looks like there's all these, like, his girlfriend was involved and all kinds of stuff. But nepotism in and of itself is actually very problematic. It doesn't give enough spots for the real talent that are out there. And I think that's something fans are speaking out about. And it's really great to actually hear. Let's hope it actually leads to something, change at least.
I think Bollywood in general is a members-only club, and it's been that way for a long time. Just the way the fans are and the way that the actors are revered, almost godlike out there versus other entertainment industries around the world where, you know, especially incidents like this with Sushant, I think because the fans now have a voice because of social media, they're not afraid to voice their opinions and it's catching a lot of attention. So I think it's definitely something that's coming to light. Even things like Me Too in Bollywood, you would think, you know, anytime there's like any little spurts or rumors about Me Too in Bollywood, it's just not discussed, it's crushed. And you would think every industry around the world that has, whether it be entertainment or corporate, these type of stories are coming out. But what is it about Bollywood who are the gatekeepers that are making sure this kind of stuff is not being exposed? And that goes back to nepotism as well.
I think that nepotism exists in every industry. And actually, Sushant is the one who said in one of his interviews, he said that nepotism exists and it's in every single industry. However, it should find a way to coexist with great talent. The problem is when great talent is trumped because someone's daughter or someone's son should get the opportunity, even though they have no experience in acting, probably don't even know the language, probably didn't even want to act, but kind of just want to give it a shot for fun. Now, when someone like that is given an opportunity over, you know, some great talent that has worked hard for years and years in the making, that's a problem. So I think that like with Bollywood, they need to find a way to, have your star kid and let them have their jobs or whatever, but also give more talent, more fresh talent a chance to grow and flourish. And so, that's my take on it.
First of all, I agree with your point, Ayushi, that there is nepotism, I think, in every aspect of life, whether you're the grocery store owner and therefore you're going to automatically become the manager because you're the son of the grocery store owner. But the point being, and yes, to your point, Shay, that I think because Bollywood or Hollywood, anything that's acting related is so glamorous that there's a lot more people trying to become an actor versus a grocery store manager, just hypothetically, I just pulled that out. Someone like Shah Rukh Khan, he made it, even though he had no, connections. And I was reading recently that Kareena Kapoor was defending her position because, of course, she did get a platform to become this leading lady because of her lineage. But she says it's only talent that sustains you. Even someone like Abhishek Bachchan, who's the great Big B's son, didn't get those successful. I'm not saying he's not talented, but just as a point of argument that I do agree that talent is what sustains you overall.
I agree.
And I think it's, I mean, but at the same time, it's so easy for them to say that because they have that platform. You know,
Yeah.
where is that other talent that they're comparing themselves to? And again, I'm going to say it. Kareena Kapoor, of all the actors, it's not her talent that got her where she's at, honestly.
Ouch.
Jeb We Met was good. But I mean, if you look at, you know, her IMDb or her list of credits, it's not like she's doing anything that's, you know, Oscar worthy or something that's like so poignant. But, you know, more power to her again. And they should not have to apologize for their platform. It's like, you know, they were born into these families, go for it. But going back to what Ayushi said, it should be somewhat of an equal level playing field. Give these opportunities. But now it's like, from my research, I just think like they're almost gloating about the nepotism in Bollywood. Like they're proud of it. Sonam Kapoor is very unapologetic about like, you know, yeah, I'm proud of my father for, you know, allowing me, but they don't see the other side of it. And I think it would be even more powerful for them to recognize, yeah, it does exist. And, you know, use their platform to give opportunities to talent that's not well known. And I think, you know, with everything going on right now in the US with, you know, diversity and the Me Too movement and the BLM movement, a lot of celebrities are using their platform to put other talent, you know, to give them the spotlight a little. You don't see Bollywood doing that whatsoever. And this is the perfect time to do that because ain't nothing going on. They're not shooting any item numbers, you know?
I agree. I mean, that's a very good point. That maybe people who have been more fortunate, like a Kareena Kapoor or Saif Ali Khan or whoever you want to call, whoever, there's so many of them, should maybe use their platform to attract more organic talent as opposed to, you know, people who are born into the system. I totally agree with that. Tasneem, any closing thoughts? We're going to wrap up with this chat, and we'd like to invite our audience members who have been watching to give us your feedback, your comments and suggestions by following us on all our social media and commenting here.
One thing we didn't touch upon is the filmmakers and the responsibility that they hold in casting. And they, you know, it's fine that a Karan Johar exists who likes to, you know, cast his friends' kids and whatnot. But for every Karan Johar, there should be other directors who also look for new talent and fresh talent and, you know, talent that's not from the industry. And I think they hold a lot of responsibility as well. Touch upon Sarak too and the, you know, controversy that's kind of created.
Oh my God, 8.9 dislikes. I mean, it's also something to think about is this nepotism war a war about have versus have-nots? Because I'm starting to think that it's not necessarily about insiders versus outsiders. I think so many people in India relate to it because it's more about who has privilege versus who doesn't. So something to think
I agree. Ayushi, when you said 8.9, do you mean 8.9 thousand dislikes? Million. Oh, you got cut off there. Wow. That's amazing. So in closing, here's something to think about. Would we watch these movies or not watch these movies just because they have a star kid? I have to admit, I watched Gunjan Saxena over the weekend because I was just so enthralled about the story of the first female Air Force pilot. And what about Sarak? I haven't seen that. It's not out yet. What do you guys, would you watch them or not watch them? Boycott them like some people are.
I don't think I'm going to watch Sarak 2 because that to me looks like a poster child of nepotism. But I would watch Gunjan Saxena purely because, you know, the fact that this is an inspiring story. So, yeah, and I have nothing against these people, you know, for having the privilege that they do. But it would be nice, you know, for Sarak 2 to have some newcomers in it or have fresh talent in it, you know, balance it off with like the star kids. But yeah, that just seems too like explicitly nepotistic. So.
As a reviewer, I'll watch it and give you guys a feedback.
I was going to say, you have to watch it because we don't have a choice.
But I'll make sure for every Sarak 2, I'll watch every Soncheria that comes out as well. And they don't.
There you go.
Nice.
I would watch it based on the songs, actually. I think a lot of Bollywood fans do that too. As the songs come out, if they're catchy, you know, if there's a dance that I want to recreate, I will definitely watch it then.
All right, so what would you guys do? We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe to Showbiz India's YouTube channel and be sure to click on that bell icon for instant notifications.